welcome to GSP, the General Sports Podcast. We're going to be talking about boxing. Just a quick one on Kell Brook and Shawn Porter. Kell Brook winning his title fight, 2 judges scoring for him, and the other judge scoring it a draw. But Sam watched the fight. Tell us what you thought of it.
It was a brilliant fight. It was a fight that I thought Kell Brook would win. I said that in our previous boxing video, but the first sort of 3 rounds, Porter came out and was sort of really aggressive, tried to bully Kell Brook, was sort of pushing him all around the ring, throwing his head in quite a lot, which was what caused Kell Brook to get a cut on his eye. But yeah, he was trying to be really sort of aggressive and impose himself on Kell Brook, throwing a lot more punches. But Kell Brook was very sensible, he remained calm, sort of weathered the storm a little bit, and got sort of Shawn Porter to wear himself out a little bit. But a lot of Shawn Porter's punches were sort of, Brook was tucked up and just taking them on the pads type thing. So even if you saw these sort of loopy punches, a lot of them are just bouncing off the gloves. And good judges will see that and just notice that he's not actually. And every time Brook seemed to throw a punch, whether it be a jab, a hook, an uppercut, whatever, it seemed to land on Porter's head every single time. So he was just picking them off systematically. And then as the fight went on, Dominic Ingle sort of said to Kell Brook, right, now you need to start going, because the thing about fighting in America against an American fighter who is the world champion is any decision that is really close is going to go to the champion, just because every time Shawn Porter throws a punch, the crowd go mental. Every time Kell Brook throws a punch, everyone sort of goes, do you know what I mean about that? So yeah, but he fought really well, kept going throughout the fight, kept picking him off, and then as it drew closer, it didn't look like either fighter was going to get knocked out. Porter got a little bit wobbled by Brook at one stage, but just a bit of buzzing every now and again. But other than that, it was just quite a bit of a chess game, the fight. But I just remember sitting there on the sofa with my brother and dad, just watching the scorecards get read out. And they read it out as 114, 116, 112, 117, 111. And we just sitting there like hearts in our mouth, just thinking Kell Brook's been robbed here. Because I had him up by 4 rounds, brother had him up 5, my dad had him up 3. So we all had him had him winning the fight. But you just thought when they read out those scorecards, he's just been robbed type thing.
So that 114 onwards, do you reckon that was harsh? Or?
I think that was harsh. I think when they actually, like the guys commentating, I thought had a shocker in the fight, an absolute shocker. They were like, when the 117, 111 card was read out, that's 6 rounds. That is a lot. I said 4, but they were like, oh, that rest had a shocker. But they scored the fight like a draw, 1 round to Kell Brook or something. It definitely wasn't that. So I thought they had a bit of a shock of the commentary team. But yeah, it was when they said and the no, all 3 of us were jumping around the lounge. It was a brilliant moment, because you just felt his sort of relief at the fight, like he just sort of collapsed to the floor and had everyone dancing around the ring with him. But that also means it's a great thing for British boxing, because it also means you've got another fighter in the best division in the world. So possible fights with Amir Khan, Manny Pacquiao.
I was about to say, where is it next then for Kell Brook, the new champion? I mean, we've seen a lot of him with Amir Khan.
Yeah.
Maybe will it happen, but do you reckon that's on the cards?
Well, Khan's always promised Brook that if there's a world title at stake, like from in Brook's corner, he'll fight him. And now Brook sort of said, right, keep to your promise, because Amir Khan was always the sort of one who was in the spotlight and Kell Brook sort of behind him, and now it's sort of reversed now a little bit. Kell Brook's the world champion, Amir Khan isn't, and Kell Brook would give Amir Khan the right to fight him now type thing. So that also makes for a massive sort of George Groves, Carl Froch level fight. It's 2 guys that hate each other, almost had a punch up on live television, and it would just make for a great fight. And for me, Brook is as good as they come, and they're talking about him fighting the Pacquiaos and the Mayweathers, and I think he can get in the ring and have a good fight with those guys.
Good, well that is going to be the end of our short boxing podcast. If you liked it, please do like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.